Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He told his team this week that this is what he envisioned for them this season. Even though they lost the first game of the year, they have reeled off 5 straight wins, and he understands this team has what it takes to be special. Putting that adversity and that challenging start to the season behind them, they have what it takes to make big noise here starting today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Beavers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Going to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, do they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Just keeps slinging it. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beavers! What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bulldogs offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one, coming off a 400-yard, 3-touchdown outing in his last appearance.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture, so great job.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Gets the back moving. Go, go. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Takes the easy completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming, I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Fresno State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a
defender. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Myers on the move. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He'll field the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll get this drive started from the 29. 22. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Booster! Go!
Looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And last week they got away with it. They gave up 4 sacks. Offensive line didn't play great, but they got the dub. Today, they got to do a better job. Early in the football game, already giving up a sack. They got to find some ways to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, guys.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The run inside. It's long. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to pass on second down. Skips away from pressure. Makes the grab. It's McClain. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Let it go!
Caught behind the line. It's McClain. Breaks into the open. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
What they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Glass. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Snatches it on the right. He's loose. He's at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top, 81 yards on the touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good. Coming out with it, it's Glass. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing could...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks, good things happen for your defense.
Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Tripped up for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
My friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Fresno State right back to the line. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Beavers decide to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's long. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Go.
Wants to throw again. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Dumps it off in the flats. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put him on.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they've built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Past the 45. Makes the grab in their space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively.
Has it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs! That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to add another. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 5 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Sun Devils, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Fresno. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Beavers will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, Fresno State's head coach told me at the half. He said his reminder to his team in the locker room is we are a team in playoff contention, but we have to take care of business now. Even though it's a blowout, even though they've got a big lead, they cannot be satisfied. He said we have to prove we're the kind of team that can close out games when we've got the lead. See if they can do it here to start the third.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's a...
There he goes! He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Fresno State right back to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Quick release on the RPO. There's some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Quick release by the QB. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Justin, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Glass. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Completes it in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Pulls it in. It's Bowers. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, Dave.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Beavers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Going to try to get it himself. There's a crease. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
Where did he go?
Wants to go right back downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Whoa, 20. Booster, booster. Jet. Where did he go?
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Fresno State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone first, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Here we go. Ready? Go, go.
To the air on second down. He's got his man, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Go, go.
Wants to throw on first down, and it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He is in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Number 96, set to kick it off.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
Ready, go!
Looking for space. It's long. Picks up the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. As we're working our way into the back half of the season, here's the Heisman Trophy race and some of the candidates, including a guy that we've seen today. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The hand to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I like the deep.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Check. 89-19 fireball. 89-19 fireball.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
14, go!
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The Beavers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver.
22, go!
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. It's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee, you could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm